Hello, everybody. Yeah, another Sunday, another boxing talk with Miss Dr. Boss. All right. Well, last night we had a few interesting and important fights we have to talk about. First of all, I can mention the Michaela Mayer versus Sandy Ryan. Yeah, the first fight was close, but last night Michaela Mayer won uh, kind of more convincingly than the first time, and thereby she cemented herself as the maybe the best women's uh, lightweight. Is this the lightweight? I'm not sure. Super lightweight, sorry, division. But anyway, I can check here. Let's see. Just a second. Michaela Mayer, or yeah, she is definitely one of the best. She actually has the WBO welterweight title. All right, interesting. Yeah, well, now that Clarissa Shields has moved up, and yeah, there aren't really that many women who are at 147. Many boxers of note. So yeah, I mean, I thought that Sandy Ryan was actually at light welterweight, but I must have been wrong then. Yeah, unless of course Alicia Baumgartner should move up. I think that is something everybody wants to see, a rematch, which was at lightweight in 2023. Was it 22? Where many people, from what I could hear anyway, I didn't actually watch that fight, but quite many people thought that Mayer should have won that fight, and that Baumgartner was lucky to get the decision. Yeah, I must say those things. Then I've kind of warmed to Alicia Baumgartner, and yeah, I think she definitely can also be a force at 147 because of her natural athleticism and her gifts, other boxing talents. Yep. So just a second, I gotta see, just have a full yeah view on what all these fights. So let's see, Alicia Baumgartner, where is she? She is now still at super featherweight. Wow, that's a long way up. Yeah, she is actually. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't even a lightweight. I mean, when she beat, it was a super featherweight. Sorry, that she beat, of course, Michaela. But Michaela, the naturally bigger woman, she of course has moved up pretty high up. I mean, since then. Yeah. So Michaela Mayer just repeated her victory over Sandy Ryan, which the first one was in late September last year. Before that, she lost to Natasha Jonas also last year, which was also a disputed decision for the IBF title belt. Yes. And Sandy Ryan, she didn't have many fights, still doesn't have. I think that's the big also factor why she wasn't able to beat Michaela Mayer. Her inexperience as a pro, a big gap there. I mean, Michaela has now 23 fights, and Sandy has like 10 or 11. So that's a more than twice as many Michaela has, of course. Yep. Well, that was that fight. Brian Norman Jr. He scored an impressive victory last night. Also, third round stoppage, and yeah. Brian Norman Jr. I mean, many people see him, rightfully as the real challenger to Jaron Ennis' crown. Yep, I mean, he really has, so far been very impressive. Last night he stopped Derek Sueva, sorry, which was a defense of also he's also a WBO welterweight champion like Mayer. Yeah, he stopped Derek Suevas, who came in with a record of 27-1-1. So yeah, it was no joke from Puerto Rico. He has quite many knockouts on his record, Suevas, but Norman, he beat him at his own game. He stopped him. Yeah, so that's also coming after also very impressive knockout over Giovanni Santillan, who was 32-0 at the time. So yeah, Norman knocked him out in the 10th round there. So yeah, he is building, up. I mean, he doesn't have those two are his only real high-profile victories so far for Norman Jr. So in that respect, maybe you cannot fully compare him to Jaron Ennis, but that he is a really good challenger for his crown. Yeah, definitely, I would say so. Probably the best so far. Now suddenly welterweight has become really quite weak division, which is a surprise. It usually, I mean, traditionally always was one of the strongest. Really full of talent, but filled with talent. Yeah, but now, we have also apart from the two I mentioned, we have Stanionis, Eimanta Stanionis, who will also be fighting soon. I think next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I really like him as a fighter. He's fighting actually Jaron Ennis, sorry, on the 12th, April 12th. All right, we have a couple of people here in the chat. Let's see if they. Hello, welcome. I hope one of them is my good buddy, Just Frank. Let's see. Yeah, now one of them has left. Okay. So talking about Brian Norman Jr. and the other, how the state at welterweight is right now, that division. Jaron Ennis is fighting Eimanta Stanionis in 2 weeks, and that's gonna be, of course, very interesting. Oh, there's my good buddy. Hey, salute, Rodolfo. So happy to see you. Please don't disappear right away, okay? I need you. So, did you see Brian Norman Jr. fight last night? Tell me, or some other maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they were on the same card. That one and Michaela and Sandy Ryan. And tell me also, who do you think would win in a fight between Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. And who? Well, don't have to tell me if you don't want about the other one, Ennis versus Stanionis. We can talk about that too, of course. Salute, my good buddy. Great to see you here. Last week I had nobody. That was kind of sad. Think Boots beats Norman. Yeah. Why? I mean, what does Norman lack? I mean, he's still, as I said, pretty doesn't have so many fights and has just won 2 high-profile fights so far. if you can call this one high profile, I don't know, maybe he was fighting a puncher with a good record. Yeah, why not? Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I already talked about Mikael Amir and Sandy Ryan. I mean, it seemed like it was a alright. He gets caught and he gets aggressive. Okay, yeah, well, of course, that can be a downside to any fighter, of course. Yeah, man. And Ennis knows how to make fighters pay for that, of course. I mean, I don't think Norman seems to have power, but I don't think he's such a knockout artist like Ennis. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, he certainly has power, but some power. I really am looking forward to the Ennis Stanionis fight, by the way. Yeah, really. Yeah, I mean, Jaron Ennis, he has more experience, 33 fights, and Norman has like how many? 27. Well, it's not a big, like when you look at it, number versus number, it doesn't seem very big, but I mean, Ennis has fought definitely more, higher level fighters, let's say, definitely. I mean, Norman beat Santian and now Suela, so I mean, well, Santian might be called a world class boxer. I don't think Suevas is, probably not. But he looked good. Anyway, stopping the guy in 3 rounds only. Yep. And what's your prediction for Ennis versus Eimantas? I mean, probably you say Ennis wins, but how? Bruce Carrington needs a step up fight. All right. Yeah, I've heard of the name, but I haven't really seen him. I don't think I have. Let's see. Bruce Carrington. Right, 15-9 knockouts, featherweight. Yeah, he fought last night also, third round TKO. Wow. Enrique Vivas, his opponent was. Yeah, I really have to see those. I mean, I did watch the Fedraza farmer fight. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, I did see the highlights anyway. Yeah, Pedraza won more comfortably, definitely, more clearly this time as well. William, William, of course, not Jose. He's got the tools. He's tall for a division and has good reach and height and yeah, good jab. All that. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good, pretty solid fundamentals. It's just that in the first fight he made some mistakes. He got caught a lot by Farmer's counter punches, but this time it went better, definitely. Yep. And see boxing results. Sorry. Yeah, those were the three major fights last night. Norman Jr. and Suevas and Pedraza versus Farmer and Mayer versus Ryan. Yeah, Carrington, of course. Yeah, he also fought on the undercard. Who else? Let's see. Yeah, of course, Beta Farmer. Oh yeah, that's right. Oscar Colazo. Yeah, that's right. He also he knocked out this guy Cano in 5 rounds. Wood should beat him. The Stanionis is gonna. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Stanionis might really push, Ennis to his to. I think he will push him to really have to really give his best, all he's got to win. Yeah, dig deep. Oh yeah, one of my favorite female boxers that I follow on Instagram, Yokasta Valle. She won also by split decision versus Marlene Esparza, and I think that was for a flyweight title, maybe. I know WBC. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. He's been sick. Last week he was sick. I don't know. Maybe he's still feeling a little too sick, or maybe he's just sleeping, overslept. I didn't hear anything from him, so I started my own live stream. I kind of now have begun to enjoy doing it by myself, even though it is more fun with Joshua because we also get, of course, more chatters, more people in the chat. Marlon Esperanza. No, it was flyweight, says here. Yeah, Yokasta. I think many like her. She's dynamite. She's also a very good fighter, but good looking lady. Yep. And her sister, her younger sister, Naomi, she's really gorgeous as well. And she has been doing well also lately. I think she won. Did she win a title or maybe, I don't know, something minor? I don't know. Naomi. Yeah. Yeah. Your cast is really nice. She seems really nice. Have you seen the opponent? No. Gabriela Fundora? No. Who is it? Who is this? Lopez versus Montoya. Who are these guys? And first round knockout. Wow. Super featherweight. Luis Alberto Lopez. Hang on. Is that the guy? Oh, yeah. That must be that guy who beat Michael Conlan. Yeah, we have now, more and more siblings fighting. That's also nice. Fun. Like, Fundora, brother and sister, and we have Dubois, brother and sister, and these sisters that I mentioned, Vaya sisters, Marilyn Badillo. Hmm. I must admit, I don't really follow that much to women's boxing, but I do sometimes when it's a good fight, uh, in a title fight especially. I like to watch if it's a good one, of course. Yeah, I've been watching, mostly these Katie Taylor and and what's her name, Chantel Cameron, and the other one, Savannah Marshall, and Clarissa Shields, of course. But I don't know so well these others who are not as famous. It's not the same as with men's boxing. I know quite a lot of others who are not so famous anyway. Now, by the way, I found out which app to use when I log on and stream. It's the Edge. Yeah, that's the best one. The other two are terrible, pretty terrible. I actually, one of them, Google Chrome, it had me backstage, and it's my stream. Like, who's gonna let me in? Come on. What the heck is going on? You know, it's crazy. No, I didn't really watch boxing last night. You know, I was so damn tired, and yeah, I mean, I couldn't. It was in USA, so you know, I would have to stay up till dawn, you know, or at least till like I don't know 4 o'clock in the morning or something. Well, that's the time I actually went to bed. That's because now it's daylight saving time because over there it's already has started a couple of weeks ago or even more maybe, but here it's just yesterday, last night that it started. Emiliano, is he the son of Fernando? Oh no, maybe I don't know. Is he? Let's see, Emiliano Vargas. Let's Google him. I mean, also now so many sons of former famous boxers are boxing. It's become a trend, now, man. Okay, yeah, it seems like he is. He's from the same place, from Oxnard. Yes, he won the second round, TKO. Was he super lightweight? Okay. Yeah, that's right. He's the son of Fernando and brother of Fernando Jr. Hmm. And Amado Vargas. He doesn't look anything like his old man. He looks better, actually. Yeah. We got two more people here now. Let's see if they will introduce themselves. Amado is the worst, right? Hmm. They all are pros. Interesting. Yeah, they all want to be like their own man, of course. That's how it goes. But unfortunately, if the father was really good, then usually the sons will not be as good. Or the other way around. Also, you have those cases where the father was just so, and the son is much better, a star. Yeah. Brian Norman. Well, we already talked about that. Okay. And then we can talk about, yeah, you watched the Pedraza versus Farmer. Yeah, what did you think? Tell me. I mean, it seemed like I liked Pedraza's performance this time. Last time around, I wasn't so impressed. I thought he was good at the first 6 round maybe, and then Farmer started nailing him with those counter punches, and yeah, it was really had found the way to counter him, fight him really well. But this time, Farmer didn't offer as much as first time, obviously. Point where it looked like Farmer dropped him. Oh yeah, that's right. And then those you could see one of his people like jump up and join, but then no, the referee said no, it's not a knockdown. Well, I mean, even if he had scored a knockdown, I don't think that would have helped much, right? I mean, because Pedraza was really pretty dominant. As I said, not like in the first fight. The first fight was much closer, really. Should have been a draw, I thought, probably. But this fight, yeah, it was Pedraza's fight, definitely. So we'll see how he progresses. Gonna be interesting. Now he's got those 2 wins over a former champion, even though he wasn't champion at 140. Doesn't matter really. But yeah, man, is this 140? I think it is. Yeah, I'm really not in the best best shape today. Pedraza. Oh yeah, what about this guy William Skull? Is it the guy who Canelo is gonna fight? What the heck is that? It's at 1:30. Oh yeah, sorry, not Pedraza, Zepeda. Oh yeah, sorry. You see my brain today. Zepeda, yeah, not. I just switched over to another guy, totally different. Zepeda, yeah. I see the cousin of Jose Zepeda. I wonder. He has that other name like Segura or something. Segura, right? Yeah, I don't know even who that is. Like, where did they kind of drag him out from? Scoop him out from William Skull. Come on. Skull Hierro from Cuba. All right. Well, if he's a Cuban, then all right. But he lives in Germany. All right. He doesn't actually have a really good name on his record yet. He's not actually has the IBF title. All right, holds. But, all right, he beat Vladimir Shishkin. He was mandatory for Canelo's IBF title, so Canelo, but he's gonna fight him anyway now, rather than fighting. I don't know. I mean, now I don't know if Benavides could make it to 168. Maybe not. Probably not. Yeah, but then he has still Billy and well, Munguia is now, of course, he's already fought. Munguia doesn't have to fight him anymore, so that's lucky for him. Yeah, I don't think Munguia can really beat Canelo. Doesn't just I don't know what he lacks, but just lacks something. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. If Canelo's gonna fight him anyways, yeah, yeah, that's right. Of course, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, sometimes you can't make sense to these boxing politics, man. I guess they just, ran out of other choices, right now. I mean, if we look at super middleweight right now, the ratings. Okay, let's go there. So yeah, Pacheco, we have Iglesias, Plant, Saggio, Kevin Leles, Berlanga, Luka Plantic. He's from Croatia and very good, but still kind of early. He doesn't have many fights. I'm very excited to see what happens with him. And Lester Martinez, I know him. They're all ranked ahead of William Skull, but this is on BoxRec, so doesn't really make much sense. I mean, doesn't have much credibility or validity. So now that Benavides is 175, gonna be all right. Yeah, that's a really good fight. Yeah, I mean, Pacheco is wow. I mean, how much taller is he than Billy? That's crazy. But Billy has got, he can really break down guys. He's really good at that. Yeah, I don't know really. Not at 168, probably not. I mean, I don't know. Even somebody like Billy, it's gonna be hard, for him to break down Canelo because of Canelo's boxing experience, his IQ, and all that. Definitely. And the other guys I mentioned, I don't know, mostly Iglesias, he looks pretty good right now, but he's more like a puncher also, kind of offensive fighter. And Canelo fights well against those guys. I mean, who did he lose to? Only two guys he lost to. Both technical boxers, right? Fighters. Technical fighters. Money and Bivol. I need to see more for Iglesias. Yeah, he hasn't fought that much yet. I mean, he's got He's got 12 fights, 13, yeah, 12 knockouts. Yeah, right now, I mean, now the Benavides is gone, and we see Munguia. I mean, that loss. How the heck could he get knocked out by that guy? He had like 6 knockouts or something. That's crazy, but sometimes that happens too. That's boxing. It can be really unpredictable. But now they are gonna fight again. Uh-huh. They're fighting again soon, and then I trust Mugia will avenge the loss, correct that big embarrassment, I guess you can call it. Like, I mean, if Suras, I would understand he was really a very kind of famous fighter or really rated, but nobody ever heard of him before, right? And he just goes on. That was the upset of the year. Just knocks out the guy. Like, come on, crazy. Yeah, that's right. I think he had like 5 knockouts. I think he has 6, I believe. I read the other day. And I'm like, he's got like 26 wins altogether or something. I don't know, 25 maybe. I don't know. Like, what the heck? This guy's not even a puncher. How is that possible? I mean, he can't even, yeah. I don't know. Some guys just happen to land that magic punch, sometimes just at the right time, right place. I guess it's possible for almost everyone to do it that way, but you gotta have also, you gotta get lucky, that's, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you gotta get lucky, man. It's like when Chavez, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, that wasn't a knockout. He did get outboxed or something, yeah. But yeah, I get what you mean. But Frankie was no joke. I mean, he was a really world class fighter. It's just that he had a couple of losses before, and just, yeah. But he got better, obviously. And yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, when Rosario, he got knocked out in 1 round by the Japanese guy. That was in 92, Hiranaka. And after that, Hiranaka lost the title right away. That's one of those cases. Yeah, sometimes these crazy things, wild things happen in boxing, man. Upsets. Yeah, I mean, everybody thought Mugia would knock him out 3, 4 rounds. But instead, he got knocked out in 6. Okay, let's see. Well, we talk about it. Let's see what's gonna happen next week. I know there are some fights. There are a few good fights upcoming. April 5th, some guy called Jerusalem from the Philippines is fighting against Shigeoka from Japan. All right. There's a lot happening. Yeah, obviously. Barao versus Pratt, Santos, Peters, Joyce. Oh, yeah. Joyce versus Ergovich. Okay. That we can talk about. Very good. Um, yeah, man. So yeah, Ergovich, coming back after that loss to to Dubois. Sorry. Yeah, I think he will. Joyce is now, as Ergovich said, he's old. He's past it, and yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I think the Hergovich just made a mistake when he fought Dubois because he just went in too fast and tried to knock him out fast. And then Dubois was not the same Dubois, Daniel Dubois, he was when he fought Joyce, for instance, or Usyk. So he withstood that assault, and then Hergovich got tired, after round 6 something, and then he got cut, and He didn't lose because he wasn't good enough, to put it that way. He lost because A, he had a bad game plan, and, and B, he got cut, right? So he avoided a really devastating loss there. Didn't get knocked out, wasn't even knocked down or anything. He can take punches. I have seen, I mean, you could see from the Zhang fight also, he took a lot of big shots there. He went down once only. He came back to actually take control of the fight. So that doesn't look good for Joyce on paper. He's a guy who has to kind of be dominant and yeah, more or less. His, of course, greatest victory was when he knocked out Joseph Parker, but since then, things have changed big time, and yeah, it's just everything is turned around. Now Parker is the guy who has won, several big fights, and Joyce has been knocked out a few times, and yeah, it's. I still think it can be a good fight, but Hrgovic, let's put it this way, he's not a devastating puncher, but when he puts his punches together well, he can knock you out with a combination. He's not a one punch guy. I don't think he is, but with several punches he can knock you out. So he can do it. He knows how to put those combinations together well. He is a really huge guy, heavy guy, but so is Joyce. So Joyce has no advantages really, and Hrgovic has a good chin. So it's not like Joyce can knock him out if he really lands. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't really count. I wouldn't go for that prediction. Definitely, no. I don't think any. Well, not many people will go for that prediction. Maybe only these British diehard Joyce fans. Yeah, probably. I mean, Joyce got beaten by Derek Chisora. He was dropped there also. And yeah, that kind of showed that he's pretty much finished as a serious force. That's what I would say. Yep. Hrgovic is still kind of young, young enough, and has only got that one loss, which was, as I said, because of those two factors, him starting out too fast, too strong, and then getting tired, and then, he took some punches, yeah, he did. And but he lost because of a cut. He didn't get, clubbed into a submission or anything. So, yeah, that's the one. And then another one, let's see. What's the other one? Sorry, I mean. Adelaide. He's also fighting. It's not so good. Oh yeah, Alim Kanuli, Janibek is fighting some guy with a really unpronounceable name, Ngami Sengwe. Yeah. All right, that's for the IBF WBO Middleweight Championship in Kazakhstan. Interesting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, nice, isn't it? Yeah, nice for him. And I don't know, this guy, he lives in France. His opponent, shorter, 5'9", 29 years old. Janibek is a southpaw, right? And this guy is orthodox, so yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, of course, Janibek is gonna win this fight. I mean, that would take a lot for him to lose now. Even though this guy, Nagami Senge, is unbeaten, but he's got 14 wins. So he's got some knockouts, 9 knockouts, but I don't think he fought anybody really good so far. This guy doesn't seem so. Oh yeah, Guido Vianello is coming back. Well, I really changed my opinion on him, because he had a couple of fights, but he didn't look so good. But he was really good against Ajagba. He's a really big guy too, just like Hrgovic, 6'6". And this guy, Torres Jr., is only 6'2". Wow. Well, it doesn't always matter so much, I guess. I mean, look at Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua. That says it all. Richard Torres will take on Guido Vianello on Saturday, April 5th at Palms Casino Resort, Las Vegas. Okay. Vianello has 2 losses, but yeah, as I said, 1-2. Jagba was kind of, yeah, could have gone either way, I thought, that fight. And on Sunday, also, Tim Tszyu is coming back. Nice. Yeah, he's had a bad streak, but the thing with Fundora, that fight should have been stopped, really. I mean, way before it ended. I mean, that was ridiculous. The guy had blood streaming all over his face, and they let it go till the end. I mean, hello, come on. Yeah, man. Humanity, please. Yeah, I don't get it. But now, and then he gets knocked out by Murtazaliev, and now he's fighting some lesser known guy, Joseph Spencer. Okay, who is 19-1 and 1. 19-1-0, sorry. Yeah, I don't know the guy, but he's been stopped. So this is, I guess, supposed to be a safe fight for Tim. And yeah, he will win it. He will win it, surely, I guess. This guy, is this Abdullah Mason? It is. Yeah, that's right. He's also coming back against Carlos Ornelas. Nice. Yeah, Abdullah Mason, a lightweight. A promising lightweight contender. He's ranked number 7 by WBC and number 8 by WBO. Oh, and in that fight, when we are talking about lightweights, how about Lamont Roach, man? Did he show us something? Yeah. Do you think he will ever get the rematch? Sure hope so. Yeah, man, that was really pretty bad decision. PC decision. Yeah, man. So yeah, we have a few fights really to look forward to next week, and then the one after, as I said, we have Jaron Ennis versus Eimantas Stanionis. So yeah. All right. No, what's that? Grand Prix. That's a new title, right? New belt, probably. I assume. Yeah, they're always making up new things. Yeah, man. It's a 64-man tournament in the heavy. What? That sounds pretty crazy. 64. And how long would that take? Like 3 years or something? 2-3 years to be completed. 3 other weight classes. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I didn't hear of that. That sounds pretty weird. Well, we'll see. When is that supposed to start, by the way? Every fight is gonna be right. Okay, I get it. 4 rounds. Yeah, something like prize fighter, the English prize fighter. Mid-April. Okay. Hmm. Well, I don't know. Really. I'm not. Well, that's. I guess it's good because 3 days because those guys really try to because it's only 4 rounds. They try to knock each other out, right? It's kind of like MMA version of boxing. Yeah, something or kickboxing, let's say. Yeah. Yeah, while in real boxing you have 12 rounds or 10 rounds, you have to have, kind of, not spend yourself right away. So that's, I guess, why these fights aren't always so entertaining. Fighters hold back a little bit in the first few rounds, and yeah. But here it's just all out from the first second. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Well, I think we've reached the end of this stream. Um, I don't know really. I hope me and Joshua are back with the boxing shit next weekend. And thank you to Rodolfo. Salute, my good friend, for joining me here. A welcome change from last Sunday when I was alone. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy the fights also next week, and hope you enjoyed last night, of course. And yeah, I'll see you soon, all right? I mean, maybe next Sunday, maybe not. We'll see. All right. Until then, take it easy. Salute.